Aaliyah Boston jersey.
Come on, Raven.
You better get you one of these. Right here, y'all, the goat right here. Turn me into Caitlin Clark. Yeah. I'm her.
Raven.
Yes.
Let's go.
Sorry. I was promoting jerseys.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So from the preseason to the regular season, the Indiana Fever are officially turning the page and now looking ahead to Saturday's season opener, which will be showcased nationally on ABC against the Dallas Wings. The Fever held practice Monday morning, really starting to gear up for that tip-off, and you can feel that shift in energy from preseason experimentation to real game preparation. They finished the preseason going 2-1, and in both of their wins, they were able to score over 100 points, which is definitely a positive sign offensively. There were a lot of pros that stood out, especially in terms of pace, ball movement, and overall scoring ability. But at the same time, there were also some cons, areas that clearly need tightening up. That's what this stretch is about now. They've got about 5 days to really dive into the film, clean things up, and make sure they're sharp heading into that opener right at the fieldhouse. Now, going inside practice before things really got underway, there's always that media viewing portion where we get a limited look, mostly some shooting drills, light work, and individual skill development. During that window, we saw Justine Pissott, the rookie guard, who is currently dealing with a leg ailment that has kept her out during the latter part of the preseason. It's still unclear exactly what the issue is or how long she might be sidelined, but Stephanie White mentioned on Saturday that they're hopeful she'll be back within the next week or so. Pissott is on a player development contract, which typically allows a player to be active for around a dozen games. Because of that, there's no need to rush anything. The priority is making sure she's fully healthy and ready to contribute when it matters most. That cautious approach makes sense, especially when you consider how demanding this transition is for rookies. There's a lot being asked of these young players. Many of them are coming straight from finishing school, jumping from the NCAA tournament to the draft, then immediately into training camp within just a couple of weeks. It's a rapid adjustment period. They're not just learning plays, they're learning an entirely new system, new terminology, new teammates, and how to adapt to a faster, more physical level of basketball. We also saw Lexie out on the court, getting extra work in before practice with player development coach Rob Dozier. She was active, getting shots up, moving around the perimeter, breaking a sweat early. From a visual standpoint, she looked solid and engaged. But even with that, the team is being careful. Hamstring injuries are something you just don't take lightly. They have a tendency to linger if not handled properly, and they can affect a player throughout an entire season if rushed. That's why the staff is focused on managing that early and making sure everything is under control before pushing too hard. Then we saw Caitlin Clark come out, and one noticeable detail was the left leg sleeve she was wearing. It looked like something new, likely being used for support, maybe dealing with some soreness or minor swelling in that left knee. She mentioned that she banged her kneecap pretty hard on a flagrant 1 foul against the Dallas Wings a couple of games ago, so this seems more precautionary than anything serious. The sense is that she's fine, just being cautious. And when you look at someone like Lexie, who regularly uses similar gear, it's not just about injury, it's also about comfort, warmth, and protection. That added padding can make a difference over the course of a long game. Now, one player we did not see during that media portion was Sophie Cunningham. In the final preseason tune-up on Saturday, she only played about 6 minutes before stepping on an opponent's foot. It didn't appear to be anything serious at the time. She went back, got checked out quickly, and returned to the bench. But given that the game was already a blowout, there was no reason to put her back in. That decision fits into the bigger picture. The coaching staff clearly had a plan. The starters didn't play in the second half, and that was on design. The focus is entirely on being fresh and ready for Game 1 of the regular season. Tyasha Harris is another key name here. She made her preseason debut recently, her first time suiting up for the Fever. Being a local product, she talked about how it's always been a dream of hers to come back and play here. But her journey hasn't been easy. She's less than a year removed from a significant knee injury that required ligament repair last June. That injury kept her out for most of the WNBA season, so even though she's medically cleared and fully healthy now, the team is taking a measured approach. They don't want to rush her back into heavy minutes too quickly. Instead, they're gradually increasing her workload, allowing her to rebuild confidence and rhythm at a steady pace. As the preseason progressed, you could see her involvement growing, and that's a positive trend. It'll be interesting to see how that continues into the regular season. Then there's Raven Johnson, who has been quietly impressive. We already know what she brings defensively, but her preseason performances added another layer. In the first game at the Fieldhouse, she led the team with 5 blocks, which is a huge defensive impact. In the following game, she led in rebounding with around 7 boards. That kind of versatility stands out. She's contributing in multiple ways, and that's exactly what you want from a player trying to carve out a role. She even expressed some pride in those performances, which makes sense given how impactful they were. There was also a moment where both Raven Johnson and Tyasha Harris talked about what it meant to share the court with Aaliyah Boston. Having 3 South Carolina Gamecocks on the same team is something special for them, and you could tell they appreciated that connection. As we continue to follow Indiana Fever practice, there's going to be more to hear from Raven Johnson, Tyasha Harris, and Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham, like Harris, is working her way back from a season-ending injury and didn't participate in off-season play. That makes this preseason especially important for her. Getting back into game rhythm, finding that flow, building conditioning, those are all things that only come with real game reps. At the end of the day, nothing truly replicates live game action. And that's where this team is headed now, into a real test with real stakes starting Saturday.
It felt good. I mean, it's been 11 months since I played organized basketball. I got cleared at the end of March. So just getting back out there, getting my feet wet, just playing, reads, reactions. Knee felt great, so I'm happy about that.
How much patience do you have to have with yourself? Because obviously you want to be yourself, but you got to take it one day at a time.
I mean, I talked to the sports psychologist, and she made it an emphasis of like, it's not clear you are clear to play, but don't treat it as like everything's gone. It's like another rehab phase. So this is a rehab phase of me and the game playing 5-on-5, and it kind of gave me my pressure, like took away, because it was like you don't got to worry about nothing, Ty. You're still working things back, and it helped me a lot. So I got repair on my tendon, so everything within that is jumping, landing, accelerating, and stuff like that. So that's probably the hardest part, just trusting in yourself, trusting in your work that you put in.
What has it been like having those restrictions, and what has that entailed throughout practice? Are you doing everything, or having to be patient and sit certain things out?
I'm actually full go now, but I still have to listen to my body because it's not at the 12-month mark. But I'm full go, but I'm also trying to push myself in my wind and my lungs and stuff like that, getting back into the pace of everything. But I have to listen to my body at the end of the day, but I'm going to push myself.
Yes, I was excited. I told Ty to bring the ball up so I can get a little breather from defense, but I like playing with everybody on his team.
I didn't notice, but I did look back at the film, and I was like, go Cox.
Did you appreciate just this last week of being able to be yourself again on the court?
It's nice, I felt confident coming in, but again, until you have to like play intentionally, like I've been playing pickup, but you kind of just go out there and play. But when you have defensive schemes and offensive schemes that you have to really execute, it's a little bit different, and so it feels good. And that's that. Sorry, that totally distracted me, but I feel good. It's fun. I think we are a really goofy team. We all are bonding, and it's been super fun. We all get along, which is nice. But it's hard because you still have so many people on your roster. You're still trying to find your identity of people who are practicing, who are going to be playing, and so you have some people who are injured who are going to be big pieces to our team. And so I think for me, it's just like creating a standard of, this is what we're going to be about on defense, this is what we're going to be about on offense, and if you don't meet it, then you're going to have tough conversations. But that's what makes people great, is they're willing to have those conversations. And so it has moved pretty quickly, but I think we're all meshing a lot better than we all kind of thought.
What do you hope to accomplish over these next 7 days?
Win.
As you kind of settle in, what have you noticed about yourself and the growth from reporting to training camp through the beginning of preseason?
Honestly, just listening, playing through my mistakes, the good and bad. Sometimes I can get in my head when I make a mistake, but now I just like, you're gonna make a mistake, you're human. Just play through it and try to just do the little things, which is hustle plays, try to get steals, and put my teammates in best positions. So just being a sponge and using my voice more. They want me to use my voice more, and I'm like, you don't use my voice. You guys, I'm listening to you guys. So it's like little things like that.
What have you learned the most from Steph as a head coach?
Oh, she's funny. Oh, don't tell her this, but her wife came to practice the other day, and I was like, dang, you got some taste to her. She got a little bit of taste to her. Her wife is beautiful. But
how's her taste in basketball coaching?
Oh, it's good. It's good. She teaches me a lot of things. She gets on me. I think she's a great coach, a great person to go to, and I ask her a lot of questions also.